After going back and forth from in-person to virtual school because of COVID-19, one LaFleur County school district is once again heading back to the classroom. 5 News reporter Catherine Gilker tells us what changes Pocola schools will face on Monday when it's back in session.
Here at Pocola schools, they most recently had to switch to virtual learning a week ago today on September 25th. But this wasn't the first time they've had to make the switch since school has started. But students will once again be back here on their campuses starting on Monday. In a Facebook post on September 24th, Superintendent Jason Britton said their total number of positive COVID-19 cases in the district was extremely low, but the number of those quarantined was too many to overcome. He goes on to say that when principals, teachers, aides, and substitutes have already been overextended for the past few days, the weight becomes overbearing and it is time for a reset. Classrooms that are full of students but empty of qualified adults is a recipe for disaster. A parent of 2 Pocola elementary students, Tanisha Johnston, says it's been kind of chaotic with switching from in-person to virtual school. She says it's concerning that several staff members have either tested positive for the virus or have had to quarantine.
But when it's the lack of teachers, you're wondering, are they getting the teaching that they need? And are they going to be able to keep up with the staff? I know they're needing substitute teachers as well to be able to cover if anybody has to step out. But half of the teachers also have kids too, so if the teacher gets exposed, well, now the kid's exposed and we're back in the same mess.
Again, all Pocola teachers and students who are not in quarantine will be returning to their classrooms this coming Monday, but the central office will be closed until Wednesday. In Pocola, covering news where you live, Catherine Gilker, 5 News.
All right, Catherine, thanks. Even though Pocola schools have been virtual for a week, they still hosted a softball tournament this week and are hosting a high school football game tonight.